everybody. Good morning today, or good evening to some people who are watching this. Um, so today is Monday. Got back from a long, glorious weekend. Spent it with a lot of different people, and I figured I'd pick up the video recorder today as my lesson this weekend. I held on to it and I used it for a couple days. I am as God created me, and lesson 162. And I'm just continuing to see the veils lifting before my eyes and the peace that is in my heart and mind and the beautiful opportunities that are presenting itself to me and those around me. And I know many of us have been saying that we feel a big shift, and we know that the world and ourselves is changing, and we know this to be true as we feel it on every level of our being. And I believe time is now more than ever for us to shine our light and to be who we really are, and to allow ourselves to stay in that space of heart love, right? And this happens with willingness, and as long as we have the willingness to heal our minds and heal our lives, it happens with us. And so basically today I'm going to read my course lesson, and I wanted to share with all of you too that I have a new spot on the ACIM Gather Pal Talk Radio. Basically I will be talking every Tuesday at 6:30 p.m. Every week will be a different talk. I will give it to Spirit, and whatever it is that I'm supposed to share, I will share, because I know that Spirit knows what will be most helpful for all. And so I'm just going to use this opportunity as even more of a means for me to trust and to step back, to let go, and allow God to speak with me, and to allow me to share whatever it is that God wants to share through me. So I'm really thankful. So with that being said, let's just close our eyes, embrace a little prayer here, and get forward to sharing one of my favorite lessons. So thank you, Spirit, for being that link between me and God, and me and all of my brothers and sisters. Thank you, Spirit, for being my voice, my words, my sight, my hearing. Thank you for reminding me that everything that I see with my physical senses is merely a perception that I have created within my own mind. And I thank you for every opportunity that is given me to see past the blocks of perception to the truth that is in each and every one of us. Thank you, Spirit, for speaking through me as I may speak to only the Spirit in my brothers, so that we may bring forward this unification that is the true healing of our minds, our hearts, and then ultimately this world. Thank you for the ever-increasing willingness within all of us to learn and to heal and to grow with one another. Thank you for this new earth that is here right now as all of us are feeling the shifting of consciousness. Thank you for all of the means that are being opened to me and presented to me that will give me the opportunity to share with the world the truths of all of us as one. I'm thankful to be this vessel of communication, the soul that I am, and that is all. Thank you for continuing to remind me that we are love, and that we are light, and that we are peace, and anything but this is an illusion of mind. Thank you for allowing me to learn how to unravel my own thoughts as I have, so that I may present this to others so that they can do the same. Thank you for allowing this to be an easy and clear and concise process of the words and the tools and everything that I share to others, so it's very, very easy, understandable by all. I'm thankful to be able to step out of the way, because I absolutely know nothing, but I know you know all, and I am thankful for accepting this knowledge and this wisdom as a part of me as I step back and let you speak through me. Thank you to all my brothers and sisters who are listening right now as we bow our heads, say thank you to our Creator, thank you to each other. Blessings to all. All right. So, with that being said, let's get started. Lesson 162, I am as God created me. This single thought, held firmly in the mind, would save the world. From time to time, we will repeat it as we reach another stage in learning. It will mean far more to you as you advance. These words are sacred, for they are the words God gave in answer to the world you made. By them it disappears, and all things seen within its misty clouds and vaporous illusions vanish as these words are spoken, for they come from God. So this first paragraph is reminding us that we are the ones who created this physical world, and we have created this world in the mind that is separate from God. But when we hold this one divine thought, I am as God created me, and we truly accept this thought, what happens is this thought brings the light into our mind and allows us to join our one mind with our Creator and ultimately with each other. And then what happens is we are out of the mind of separation and into the mind of union. And this is the healing in and of itself. And as we accept this healing for ourselves, it naturally and automatically reverberates to the rest of the world, ever expanding and increasing, as this is the truth. And this is how we bring heaven to earth, is through us, and remembering that we are as God created us, and that there is nothing that can go wrong. There is nothing to fear. There's nothing to worry about, because when we remember who we are as God created us to be, we remember ourselves to be perfect, limitless, creators. And therefore we are creators in the image and likeness of Him, because God creates through extension, and we are extensions of Him as we are children of God. And therefore there's nothing to worry about when we remember ourselves as being one in God, because we are God ourselves, as He is our Father, and He created us like Him. Now this is the thought, I am as God created me, that we must fully and wholly accept into our minds, right? And as we do this, it will reinterpret our entire old thought system and show it differently to us. This is a powerful, powerful thought. And as we continue to hold it in our mind, it marinates there and it becomes our truth. And our outer experience will show to us the reality and the truth of this one statement. Okay? It says, "Here is the word by which the Son became His Father's happiness, His love, and His completion. Here creation is proclaimed and honored as it is. There is no dream these words will not dispel, no thought of sin, and no illusion that the dream contains that will not fade away before their might. They are the trumpet of awakening that sounds around the world. The dead awake and answer to its call. And those who live and hear this sound will never look on death." Beautiful, Jesus. Okay. Right? With this thought, I am as God created me, is how creation is proclaimed and honored. Because when we remember that we are as God created us, we remember that we are creators. And therefore we can create with Him and bring miracles into this world, okay? Instead of like fighting against the clock and having to make money and having all these false goals that we've imposed upon ourselves and like running around in confusion and uncertainty and self-doubt and all this stuff, instead of all of that, we can let all of that go and remember that we are as God created us to be. And therefore we have a part in this universal plan. And as we accept that we are as God created us, then we accept our part in this plan. And along with that comes our purpose and our passion and our love and this abundance, that which we seek. But it first happens up here. And as we accept this atonement for ourselves, right, the at-one-ment, the realization that we are children of God, as we accept that up here, what happens is this echoes throughout the world, like I was saying, ever expanding, right? And it does so on the level of soul, on the level of light, on the level of spirit. And therefore, maybe just one person around here will hear the voice for God in their own mind. Maybe one person around here will decide to wake up in gratitude. You know, perhaps they will tell someone that they don't even know on the street that they love them. Whatever it may be, one small little thought that I have accepted or that someone has accepted, this whole thought of God, what happens is it naturally and automatically creates change in all of humanity. Because when we accept that we are as God created us, we accept the one mind that we share with everyone. And everyone, no matter how much they're sleeping, no matter how much they're experiencing death and sin and illusion and chaos and pain, no matter how much they are experiencing of that, they are dreaming that, right? And that dream is not real. But the mind that we share with each other and God is real. And therefore, as we as souls accept it for ourselves, it naturally and automatically creates change in the mind of our brothers and sisters, because their mind is one with ours. So you change it in my cause, it changes it in all of them, right? This is how we bring peace to this world, is through us. I am as God created me. It's a free thought. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Holy indeed is he who makes these words his own, arising with them in his mind, recalling them throughout the day, at night bringing them with him as he goes to sleep. His dreams are happy, and his rest secure, his safety certain, and his body healed, because he sleeps and wakens with the truth before him always. He will save the world, because he gives the world what he receives each time he practices the words of truth. Every single time we practice these words of truth, we are saving the world and ourselves. Every single time. You know, just like people will start off on a spiritual path saying affirmations are really powerful. We must change our thoughts from negative to positive. You know, we must choose the highest thought of ourselves and hold that in our mind. Well, people, the highest thought about ourselves is, I am as God created me. And the more you become willing to learn the truth of this thought, the more it is revealed to you in perfect peace. Okay? This thought literally heals ourselves and heals this world. This is where all healing comes from, is in the mind. It has nothing to do with this physical form, this physical world, and anything that's happening outside of us. Because anything that happens outside of us, like we've mentioned many times before, is a reflection of what's going on in here. It is how we are seeing the world through our perception. Therefore, it's not real. But when we are willing to cleanse our perception and to truly know the truth of the thought, I am as God created me, and hold that thought in our mind in the morning, through the day, and at nighttime, this thought will bring light, and this light will dispel every bit of darkness and illusion that there is. We will wake up in complete safety and security and conviction of who we are as souls, as children of God. And therefore, with this sense of conviction and absolute knowing, there's no way that you can't not share this. Because everybody's in need of help. Everybody's in need of healing. And therefore, when you have these truths within you, you learn to trust that part of you. I am as God created me. Therefore, I am all knowledge. I am all wisdom. I am all knowing. And therefore, as we remember who we are, we share from that place. And then we always have the answers. We always know how to help. And those people who we can help and who we can share these words to will come to us at the perfect time. That's the whole point. As we give what we have received, we receive it once and again. That's how it works. Thought, word, deed, giving on all levels of self. And when we hold I am as God created me in our thoughts, in our mind, this one thought dispels all other darkness, creating the pathway, the way, the light, the truth to absolute awakening.